We'll start. We are discussing about Thevenin's theorem. In Thevenin's theorem, we have done the problems, some examples. Today we'll see two more examples on Thevenin's theorem. Draw the circuit. Write in the question. Determine the current in 4 ohms. Determine the current in 4 ohms using Thevenin's theorem. Determine the current in 4 ohms using Thevenin's theorem. Determine the current in 4 ohms using Thevenin's theorem. So what is the first step for determining the current in 4 ohms using Thevenin's theorem?
Remove the resistor.
Not audible.
Remove the resistor and place VTH.
Which resistance we have to remove?
4 ohms.
4 ohms. So the first step is remove 4 ohms and place VTH there. Now I have to determine VTH for this circuit. If you want VTH, what I have to do? If you want VTH, what I have to do?
So take a reference direction.
We have to consider one reference direction wherever open circuit is there. Here open circuit is there here. Let us consider one reference direction. This is not current direction because here open circuit is there. This is the current is 0 in this way because here open circuit is there. Now if you want to get VTH, what you have to do?
In the direction of current, take plus and minus.
No, that is the reference direction. That is not current direction. Because current is 0 in that loop.
Yes, sir.
Now, if you want VTH, you apply loop here. Here I want the voltage here and I want the voltage here because this is reference direction. If I want the voltage here, I can consider the current direction here because here closed path is there. Here closed path is there. Here also closed path is there. I want the voltage in this resistance and I want the voltage in this resistance. If I know these two voltages, I can determine VTH once you know the current in this branch, voltage in this branch. Now here current is dividing or not?
No, sir, not dividing.
Current will not divide. Why? There is open circuit. Here it is open circuit. 3 and 6 are in series or parallel?
Series.
Okay. Now 3 and 6 are in series. Therefore, I is equal to V by R equivalent. V is 12. That is 3 plus 6. 12 by 9. 4 by 3. 1.33.
Yes,
Is it okay?
1.33. Yes.
Yes, sir. One.
Now, what is the current in 6 ohms?
1.33.
1.33 amperes.
See here, in this direction of current, I will take plus and minus. Not for this. This is reference direction. This is the current direction. This is your current direction. For this current, I will take plus and minus. Now I want the voltage in this. I have determined the voltage here. V is equal to 6 into I. Voltage in 6 ohms is 6 into I. 6 multiplied by I. But what is the voltage in this branch? See, the current is flowing like this.
20.
This current, see in the upward direction. In the direction of current, I can take plus and minus. See, arrow is in the upward direction. See here from back, from negative terminal to positive terminal, current is flowing. Now apply source transformation for this. We do it not source transformation. What is the voltage here?
20.
Voltage in 2 ohms. What is the voltage in 2 ohms?
20.
20 volts. So voltage in the 2 ohms is 20 volts. Voltage in 2 ohms is 20 volts. What is the, how we are taking this plus and minus in the direction of arrow? Current is flowing like this. Current is flowing in the upward like this. In the direction of arrow, you can take plus and minus. Now, I will determine VTH. Now I know the voltage here and here. Now apply the KVL here. Some plus minus, not KVL, some blue equation. Plus minus, minus VTH in the direction of arrow. Plus minus, minus 20. Voltage here is 20 volts. Because 10 into 2, 20 volts. Minus to plus. From this you can I value. Current in this resistance is 6 into I. 6 into I. In this direction of arrow, I am taking plus and minus. Now determine VTH. How much?
Minus 12.02.
12.02. Okay. Minus 12 or plus 12?
Minus, sir. Minus.
Okay. Minus 12. This is your VTH. Now go for the RTH. While determining RTH, what do you do? For determining RTH, what you will do? Short all the voltage sources
Short current.
Open
and
the
current
circuit.
sources. What do you do? Current.
Open.
Open the
Open.
Current sources.
See here. I am starting 12 volts. I'm opening the current source here. In previous problems, I had told one point. What is that? While determining VTH, if any resistance is in series, while determining RTH, what will happen to them? VTH determine చేసేటప్పుడు సిరీస్ లో ఉన్నప్పుడు రెసిస్టెన్సెస్ RTH determine చేసేటప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది? See
So
previous
they'll be
problem,
parallel.
they will come in parallel. Now
Yes.
see here 3 and 6 are in series when determining VTH. VTH when you are determining VTH 3 and 6 are in series because current is not dividing here. Now see here, if 3 can be placed here, what will happen to 3 and 6?
They are in parallel now.
See, when determining VTH, 3 and 6 are in series. Now they will become parallel. So RTH is equal to 3 is in parallel with 6 in series with 2. That parallel combination is in series with 2. That is your RTH.
Four ohms, sir.
How much? 2?
4 ohms. I
Four,
got
sir, 4 ohms.
4 ohms.
What is the resistance you have removed? Here, what is the resistance you have removed? See the problem?
4 ohms, sir.
4 ohms. That 4 ohms I am connecting in series with RTH and VTH. Current in this 4 ohms. I had to determine the current in 4 ohms.
One point five.
Minus 1.5, sir.
Okay. That is your answer. That is the current in 4 ohms.
Sir,
Tell me.
sir, does the negative sign in the final answer indicates that the assumed direction is wrong, sir?
No, no. The current may flow in the reverse direction.
Okay, sir.
Assumed direction is not wrong. Current can flow from in the reverse direction. Okay.
That only side flows the reverse direction.
Otherwise, you can take like this. These signals can be interchanged. Instead of current flowing in this direction, current can flow in the reverse direction. Okay, only the direction will change for the current. Not assumed direction is not wrong. Our current will flow in the reverse direction in the circuit. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. Next problem. Determine the current in RL. Determine the current in RL. RL means load resistance. RL means load resistance. Okay. Determine the current in RL using Thevenin's theorem. Determine the current in RL using Thevenin's theorem. What is the first step?
Remove
Remove the load resistance.
resistor and write it as VTH.
VTH, yes, sir.
I had to determine VTH here. If I want the VTH, what I have to do?
Take a reference direction and in a closed loop take current.
Okay. I'm taking one reference direction in the open loop. Here, this is the open. This is not open loop. This is not open loop. Wherever VTH is there, I will take one reference direction. Not in this loop and in this loop. This reference direction is taken where open circuit is there. Here, open circuit is there. Remember this point carefully. We have to consider the reference direction only in the loop where VTH is there. Wherever VTH is there, we have to consider reference direction because VTH is there means there is open circuit. Now, if I want VTH, I know this voltage, this voltage has to be determined. I want the voltage in this 2 ohm. If I know the voltage in this 2 ohm, I can determine VTH. If you want the voltage in the 2 ohms, what you have to do?
Current direction.
We have to determine the current in 2 ohms. I should know the current in this 2 ohm. Okay. For knowing the current in this 2 ohm, we can apply mesh analysis or nodal analysis or current divider. Can I apply mesh analysis here? Or nodal analysis? For determining the current in 2 ohms. For determining the current in this 2 ohm. We can apply any-
Mesh analysis.
Okay, mesh analysis. Here 2 loops are there. 1, 2. This is not the loop because current is 0 in this. I will consider any direction. Let us take I1 is the current in this, and I2 is the current in this, and I2 is the current in this. Now here write the matrix. 2 loops are there. 2 by 2 matrix. A1 sum of all resistances in this 2 plus 4. What are the resistances in the second loop? First write the diagonal elements. Sum of all resistances in the first loop is 2 plus 4. Sum of all resistances in the second loop is 4 plus 2 plus 2. Now common elements. For the first loop and second loop, common element is it okay? Second loop, first loop, common element is 4. Any doubt in this matrix?
No, sir.
Okay. What are the voltages in the first loop?
Four volts.
Voltage source in the first loop.
4 volts. Oh, so sorry. 8 volts.
8, sir.
8 volts.
Minus 8.
Plus 8.
Plus 8. Because in the first loop, we'll see I1 direction. I1 is flowing from minus to plus. Minus to plus means plus 8. In the second loop, there is only one voltage.
Minus 4.
Plus 2. Minus. Plus or minus?
minus.
Minus. Now there is no loop here because open circuit is there. I want the current in 2 ohms. What is the current in 2 ohms? I2. I2 is the current in 2 ohms. I want only the current in 2 ohms. I don't want the current in the first loop, second loop. I want the current in 2 ohms. Current in 2 ohms is I2. I2 is equal to delta 2 by delta. What is delta 2? First of all, write down 4 plus 2 is 6. This is 8. This 6, this 8. Now replace the second column with voltage sources 8 and minus 4. Divide by what is the determinant of this matrix?
Zero 0.25.
0.25 ampere.
Yes,
Is it
sir.
okay?
Okay, sir.
Now we have applied mesh analysis for determining the current. Listen here. I am assuming the current direction like this. I2 and I are in same direction. Therefore, I2 is equal to I. Current flowing in this 2 ohms is 0.25 ampere. Because I want, by using mesh analysis, I determine the current in 2 ohms. Once it I have written, I will apply nodal analysis also to check whether the answer in 2 ohms is correct or not. In this 2. I can apply mesh analysis or nodal analysis. Have you written? Have you completed?
Yes.
Now I will check by using the nodal analysis also. How many nodes are there?
One node.
Only one node is there. See here, open circuit is there. Current is not dividing here. Here, open circuit is there. Current is not divided. There is 2, 2, 4 are in series. This entire branch is one branch. 2, 2 and 4 volts is one branch. Here, only one node is there. These 2 and 2 are in series. Whatever the current flows in this room, the same current will flow here. That is your node voltage. Assume all the currents are leaving from the node point. Suppose if current divides here, if there is one branch here, then this will become another node. Since current is not
There will be
moving,
two nodes then.
it's entirely one branch. What is the problem? Any doubt? Okay. Now see, I want the current here like this. I value in 2 ohms. Current in 2 ohms is V1 minus 4 divided by 2 plus 2. Your V1 is 5. 5 minus 4 by 4, that is 0.25 ampere. See, in mesh analysis also have got the same answer. In mesh analysis also have got 0.25 ampere in 2 ohms. Now I have determined the current in this 2 ohm. So in the direction of current, I can take plus and minus. only in this group. Okay. I have taken plus and minus in the direction of current, not in the reference direction, in the direction of current line. Now I will determine VTH. Our aim is to determine VTH. That's why I am determining the current in 2. If I know the current in 2 ohms, then only I can determine VTH. Why I am determining the current in this 2 ohm means, if you want VTH, I want the current in this. Now write down the loop equation here. Minus VTH minus 2 plus 4 minus 2 plus 2. That is equal to. That's why I am determining current in 2 ohms means, if I know the current in 2 ohms, then I can determine VTH.
4.5 volts.
How much? 4.
5.
That is your VTH. Now I will determine RTH.
So your current will be negative or positive?
Which one?
The equation V minus V plus 4 plus 2I is equals to 0. I we should take negative or positive.
Plus 2 minus. See here. From plus 2 minus VTH. Minus 2 plus. Minus 2 plus. Then what do you do? If VTH comes that side, 4 plus 12. Plus 1 will get. Not getting. What is your doubt? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now RTH. Short all the voltage. This is voltage source. I am shorting this. I am shorting this voltage 4 volts also. So if RTH is this side, calculating the opposite side. 2 and 4 parallel. This parallel combination is in series with this, and this entire combination is in parallel. In your textbook, they have given one point five one to 1.25 ohms. Check whether it is correct or not. If you are determining RTH, calculate from this side. 2 and 4 parallel, series parallel.
Same, sir, approximately.
That means your textbook answer is correct. Next, we have to determine the current. Read the problem. Read the problem.
Determine current in load resistor.
Load resistance. Your load resistance is 2 ohms. We have removed that. Now your equivalent circuit. Your RL is 2 ohms. We know VTH and RTH. Determine the current in load. That is your current in load resistance. In your textbook, they have given this much. Are you getting 1.38 ampere? Okay. We have completed the Thevenin's theorem. Next, we will go to the next theorem. Norton's theorem. Norton's theorem. Write on the statement. Any linear bilateral network, any linear bilateral network, any linear bilateral network can be converted into can be converted into single equivalent current source, single equivalent current source, in brackets Norton's in bracket level Norton current, that is current source is Norton's current IN. Norton's current in parallel with single equivalent resistance, in parallel with single equivalent resistance, in parallel with single equivalent resistance, in brackets Norton's resistance, in brackets Norton's resistance RN. Norton's resistance RN. This is the equivalent circuit. In exam, we had to write up to this. In Thevenin's theorem, what he had done?
Found VTH, RTH, and put it
VTH
in.
will be in series with RTH. Always resistance will be in series with voltage. But in with current source, resistance will always be in parallel. Okay, whatever the resistance we have removed, we have connected in series with VTH and RTH. But whatever the resistance we will remove, here in Norton's theorem, we will connect in parallel with IN and RN. Parallel means where we will connect? Here, in between these two terminals, in parallel with these two will connect. In Thevenin's, all are in series, but in Norton's, all are in parallel. In Thevenin's theorem, all are in series. In Norton's theorem, all the branches will be in parallel. Okay. That is the difference. Thevenin's theorem and Norton's theorem. We'll do an example, you can understand. Determine the current in 5 ohms using Norton's theorem. Determine the current in 5 ohms using Norton's theorem. Determine the current in 5 ohms using Norton's theorem. Draw the circuit. Write down the step 1. What you have to do in Norton's theorem. Step 1. Short circuit the resistance. Write down. Note. Short circuit the resistance. Short circuit the resistance. Short circuit the resistance where they are asking us to determine the current. Where they are asking to determine the current. Where they are asking to determine the current. Where they are asking to determine the current. Most of the students, why they are joining late to the class? When I have started the class, only 15 students are there. At 1:32, I have started the class at 1:30. And also only 2-3 students are responding when I am asking the questions. What happened to the remaining students? Because this first 2 units completely problems. If you are not understanding the procedure, you can't solve the problems in exam. Because you should know the procedure, that's all. Problems can be taken from any textbook. Whatever the textbook you want, you can select. There are so many hundreds of textbooks in basic electrical engineering. Take any textbook, not only particularly this subject, this textbook. Take any problem from any textbook and you can solve. If you know the procedure, we can solve any type of problem. If you are not understanding the procedure and technique, you can't solve even a single problem. If you don't know the technique and procedure, even if you refer the thousands of textbooks also, you can't do the problems. You should know techniques. Techniques means KCL, KVL, mesh analysis, nodal analysis, current divide rule, voltage divide rule, source transformation, star delta conversion. These are the techniques. If you know the technique, we can play with any circuit. You can determine whatever you want in the circuit. So the textbook is not the matter. Procedure and technique is important. Okay. So see, and one thing I want to tell, don't be late to the class and maintain one proper notebook to the basic electrical. If you are not maintaining proper notebook to the basic electrical, when you are preparing for the semester exam, you will be in confusion. You don't know what you have to read. If you follow my notes, you will get 70 out of 70 in university exam. Okay. Please maintain proper notes for basic electrical. So now see, in Norton's theorem, what I am telling is, we had to in Thevenin's theorem, what you had done?
Remove the resistance and place VTH.
Now we have to short this resistance. In Norton's theorem, I am short circuit this 5 volts and ISC, short circuit current, or we can also call it as IN, Norton current. Short circuit current ISC, SC means short circuit, ISC or not, anything we can place. IN means Norton current, both are one and same. Draw one more circuit. Okay. Now I want to determine the current in this branch. In this branch means in 4 ohms. 4 is in series with this branch. That means I want the current in this branch. The current in 4 ohms is equal to this. I can apply mesh analysis or node analysis. Which one you want to apply?
Mesh analysis.
Okay, we'll apply mesh analysis. Let us assume current in this is I1, current in this is I2. Both are closed loops. In closed loops, current will flow. I don't want the current I1. I want the current I2. I2 is equal to ISC. See the direction of ISC and I2. I want I2 only. I won't determine I1 because I want I2 only. Now first write the matrix. What is A11?
Two plus three.
2 plus 2, 5. What is A22?
2 plus 3 plus 4.
In second loop, what are the resistances?
3 and 4.
3 plus 4,
3 and
7.
4, sir.
7.
సరే నేను ఒకసారి ఎస్ఐని చూస్తాను.
5. In second loop, 4 plus 3, 7. Common elements. A1. First loop and second loop, common element.
3
3, sir.
minus 3.
Minus 3.
I1 and I2 are opposite. I1 downward, I2 is in upward. Okay. What are the voltage sources in the first loop?
Plus 10 volts.
Plus 10. Because I1 is flowing from minus to plus. In the second loop, there is no voltage source. I want only I2. I don't want I1 because I2 is equal to ISC. I want to determine ISC. ISC is equal to I2 is equal to delta 2 by delta. Your delta 2 is 5 minus 3, 10, 0. Replace the second column with voltage sources. 3 and minus 7. Replace with 10 and 0. 10 and 0. Divide by determinant of this matrix, delta. 35 minus 9. That is equal to 0 plus 30 by 26. How much 30 by 26?
Sir, 1.2.
1.2.
1.15.
1.15, 1.2.
1.15, sir.
Okay.
చేసినారా?
Am I going fast?
Sir, it's 1.15, sir.
నా కనెక్ట్ సెంటర్ వచ్చిన మెయిల్స్ చూసిన.
Okay, 1.15 ampere.
ఎందుకు అది రవి సార్ ఫార్వర్డ్ చేయనా మరి?
Okay, am I going fast?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
If I go fast, inform me. I will slow down my lecture. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now I have determined the short circuit current. Now I will determine RTH. For determining RTH is equal to RL. Both are one and same. For determining RTH, short all the voltage sources and open all the current sources. You have to draw this diagram. You have to short all the voltage sources. Similar to RTH. Remember one thing, RTH is equal to RN. Both are one and same.
Sir, but actually, in RTH we have been open circuit, no sir. But here we need to do short circuit.
Here, for determining the current, we are shorting that. While determining wherever you are placing ISC, there we are placing RN here.
Okay, sir.
In place of ISC, I am placing RN. It is not open circuit. We are placing RN there. 5 ohms we are removing. And we are placing RN there. That's why you'll get RN is equal to RTH. Similar procedure is followed for both RN and RTH. See here, shorting all the voltage sources. If RN is this side, calculate from the opposite side. RN is equal to 2 and 3 in parallel in series with 4.
$4.66.
How much? What is the value?
4.66.
Okay. The resistance we have removed is 5.
Sir, it's 4.2.
How much?
So it's 4.2, sir. 4.2
Equal?
ohms, sir. RN
4.2 ohms.
4.2.
So whatever the resistance we have removed in the circuit, that resistance will be placed in parallel with this. 5 ohms we have removed. That 5 ohms should be placed in parallel with IN and R. Now see here, they are asking us to determine the current in this. Current in this 5 ohms. In the problem, he is asking to determine the current in 5 ohms. Apply current divider. This is only one node is there. This current IN is coming here and it is dividing in these two branches. Current in the load resistance is equal to total current into what is the opposite branch for this load resistance? Opposite branch resistance by total resistance of parallel branches. I want the current in 5 ohms. So opposite to this branch is RN. Current divided to is total current into opposite branch resistance by total. I want the current in RN. So opposite branch is RN divided by total resistance of parallel branches. Apply current divider.
Zero 0.7, sir.
0.7.
7.
Everybody is getting that answer?
Sir, 0.5.
0.5?
Yes, sir.
0.5 ampere?
Yes, sir. Sorry.
0.5 to 5
It was
ampere.
1.55. That's correct.
Now I will verify whether this answer is correct or not. By using theorem, I have determined the current in 5 volts. Now, verification, side verification. Pattern verification. I will apply node analysis for verification because only one node is there. Verification. What is V1?
.61, sir.
4.61. But I want the current in 5 ohms. Current in 5 ohms is equal to this one. 5 and 4 are in series. That is V1 by 4 plus 5. In series, current will be same. Whatever the current flowing in 4 ohms, the same current will flow in 5 ohms also.
Zero point 0.5.
In theorem and also in verification, we have got the same answer in 5 ohms.